Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Schmeichel making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And here's Zanetti, Griezmann. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation.
He's rising! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Well, they've got it again. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Schneider. And it's Tevez. And this is Del Piero. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Oh, this looks sharp. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nicely weighted ball, spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. And he whips it in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's managed to get free. Zanetti. So it is still 0-0. Griezmann receives it in a wide position. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Schneider. Tevez, never the sort to be shot shy. Cannavaro calmly anticipates.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's worked it through. Hazard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Tries one from range! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Conte. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And this is Griezmann. Looks across and plays it in. Hazard, done delicately. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Griezmann. And that's been won straight back. And this is Del Piero. Knocks it back. And he's quick to return it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zanetti. Produces a cross. Well timed, excellent interception. Tevez. And it's Tevez.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And he's intervened well there. Nesta. Oh, easy pickings there. Silvestre. Nesta. And this is Sneijder. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Pass has gone astray. Del Piero. Lampard. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Del Piero. Played out towards the right wing. And he was quick to react. Silvestre. Stam cuts out the pass. Seedorf. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Messi can add a little more variation to their attack. They've developed a right-sided bias with much of the same service into the box.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So right back into the action.
Both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life.
Del Piero! And that's definitely not his best. And here's Azar. Zanetti. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Can he latch on to this? Griezmann has the space to scheme. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
But that has not gone well. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte. Del Piero. Now it's Seedorf. Seedorf. And that's played in low. And he's there to belt it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, this is a great... Getting up there! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Changement. Le numéro 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Bojan Krkić wants to run onto this.
Changement en cours.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Olmo. Oh, that was vital. Shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. Ball's gone out of play. It's an early cross. And we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And no, that was never going to make it. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. And Tevez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Tevez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Could be danger here. 75 minutes played. Looking for options for movement.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Czech claims comfortably. Spread it left. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Tevez! It's anyone's ball now.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Lahm pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It's a pretty loose pass. 5 minutes left on the clock. Conte. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lampard. Conte. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Zanetti.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase that the passionate crowd demands. And this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The mood is boisterous, it is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off.
Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Batistuta. Out towards the flank. Tries to pass it through. Nakamura going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, good effort! Oh, off the bar! Nakamura!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's nice. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
First quarter of an hour gone. Well read, and the danger is averted. No, he's not getting past him there. Seedorf. Can he latch on to this? Griezmann picks it up out wide. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Roma really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Nakamura can see things others simply cannot. Anagata leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in. Baresi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. In towards the back stick. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that looks a decent ball. Zanetti.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the shot's on here. Arhan. Now it's Torres. Pele. Now it's Nakamura. Nakamura will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's gone loose. Nesta. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. A probing pass. Oh, that was vital.
Anagata can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Neatly He clipped into space. Cleared away. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. He's rising! Annecy are looking to go forward now. Great vision, and he's worked it through. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Arhan. Beckenbauer.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Batistuta. Conte. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Annecy can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite aree dello stadio. Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11. Lascia il campo per il
So we're off again.
Messi.
Annecy definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Griezmann really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Conte. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely shaped ball. Baresi makes the interception. Totti. Arhan. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And it's Nakamura. Pele, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he was quick to react. Ambitious ball here. Now there's a fine ball. Wow, that's a fine save. Griezmann is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to...
Oh, terrible pass. Zanetti carries the ball down the right. That's a good run down the left. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Torres. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Out of play for a throw.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend us. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And the return pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Nakamura. Nice control. Little pass back.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Roma really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Anesi surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Beckham standing over it.
Fernando Torres, numero 7, Nakamura, numero 10, Totti, lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 9, il numero 5, Scholes, cambio di giocatori.
Annecy have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. De Gea with the clearance. Beckham wins the duel this time. And it's Pellegrini. And here's Messi.
Roma really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's had a shot! Annecy close now to seeing this one through to the end. Oh, no joy this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Floated through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, relief! Relief at last, the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All it would have needed was just to take another chance or two.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And a chance! And it's McAllister. McAllister! Oh, that's a waste.
McAllister probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Silvestre makes the interception. Pires powering forward here. Takes aim and crosses. That is a brilliant interception. Tries to pass it through. Delivered low. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle.
He's having a pop! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Rice. Great vision. And that's a simple one for the keeper. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Reinders. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's beautifully weighted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Sam Maximin, and he's picked out the run. Now can he find... Shot, surely! Goal! Manchester United! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Looking for a runner.
Anesi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vinicius Junior. It's a searching pass. It's played through for him. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Rice. And here's Sam Maximin. Zanetti conjures time and space where few can. Could move up a gear here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Juve knocks it into space. Juve is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a cute ball. Didn't quite work. Vardiol. Rice. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Saint-Maximin. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, he's having a go! And he's heaved it away. Reinders. And Zanetti. And that's aimed into the middle. And that's the keeper's ball. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Perez. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Picked out brilliantly. And it's Schneider. Now this could be a chance. Now, that's an excellent interception. Vinicius Junior, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Saint-Maximin. Seedorf. Kukcu spots it and intercepts. And here's Saint-Maximin. He's had a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Time then for the first
22,
substitution of the game.
Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number 25.
Somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Saint-Maximin providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out wide. Played it again. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Diouf really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Out towards the flank. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's played it in. And the finish! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And that should get the job done. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now he's got space here. Nicely worked. And he's straight offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Zanetti. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Seedorf. Zanetti going forward. Massaro. Cannavaro. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And a quick announcement to the
well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution in progress.
So we're underway for the second half.
Unless he can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he can thump it away. Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. And he's gone backward here. Annecy have the chance to go the other way. Rice. Looking for the run. He's free. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
that's well seen too. And has he come out this half somewhat altered?
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And that has found him in acres of space. Schneider. Schneider proves just a little bit too strong. McAllister. Duke. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. That has not gone well. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Reinders. Look at the space here. He's gone for goal! Too close for comfort. Oh, facing up. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he can clear it away. Guardiol is there, and he can get that clear. Just about up to the hour now. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's got away. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And it's been given away. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, important interception. Oh, super. And he shoots! Rice. Annecy still have the cards to affect this game. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Zanetti. Played into space. It's a goal kick. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Duke pinches it off him. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
McAllister. And it's Rice. Ball played for Kukçu. Kukçu is always looking to break. Shot at goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Kukçu. Zanetti. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Reinders. And he was quick to react. Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Rice. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rice. And it's Reinders.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, he's given it away. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well measured. Now it's Griezmann. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's made its way to him.
Annecy really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Schneider. Nicely aimed pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's a good ball. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rice. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Rice, Batistuta, looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Annecy have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rice. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dink through. Reinders, Juve, shoots! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And he's done it again, he's got his second! Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
It's a pretty loose pass. And the number on the board is 3. Short changes him with that pass. Great ball if he can get there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's shifting through the gears. It's Ibrahimovic! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's it for tonight. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. So things are underway. Kukçu wins the duel this time. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I like the look of this...
Rashford! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He won't be happy with that one. Now he's got space here. That looks a cracking... Tries one from range! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vinicius Junior is offering a right smile there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's McAllister. Annecy have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just could...
Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rice. And here's Rashford. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having...
It's Rashford! It's wide, but not by very much.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Rice, but where it came from. Now that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Swings it across.
Well played and well cleared.
Out towards the flank. And he's cut it out. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Foot in. Spread to the right. Vardiol gets across to intercept that. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. That is good strength. Crosses it in. He leaps for it. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Vinicius Junior. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Kukçu. Well seen, saw that coming. That's beautifully weighted. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Reinders. That has been cut short. Zanetti. Zanetti. And he's managed to get free. Griezmann. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Some resolute defending there. Approaching the half-hour mark. McAllister. And it's Reinders. Reinders! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
He'll try from distance! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Conte. Looking for options for movement. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rashford. Nice looking ball. Seedorf.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Reinders. He's through here. Griezmann cuts out the pass. Griezmann was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
McAllister gets over and intercepts. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Zanetti. And it's Reinders. Knocks it into space. Yep, it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. He's going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Zanetti.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rashford has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's managed to get rid. He's having a pop! And he's there to belt it away. Vardiol. Kukçu. And here's Rash. Good chance here!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Griezmann. Aimed beyond the defence. Schneider. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rashford! Oh, that is a fair try, and it's half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Messi really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Cambio.
Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Manchester United get their fourth corner. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Reinders. Nicked it back promptly. Played into space. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to play it through. He has found a way through. And a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Anagata do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that was asking for too much. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Threads one in. Oh, well measured. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zanetti.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Silvestre. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Almost an hour gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Anagata do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he's chosen to go back. Ibrahimovic. Kupchu. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Great ball and chance for a shot! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Nicely intercepted. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Seedorf takes a shot. It's a pretty loose pass. Rashford. Juve, and the finish! Oh, good finish! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such a
real chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
No, again, there's no way through. Anagata will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And he shoots! And that's wide.
Anagata certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Juve. And it's McAllister. Vinicius Junior. And he can clear it away. And it's Kukçu. Over to the right flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Donadoni ventures forward, floated through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And Zanetti. Kukçu. Zanetti.
Anagata are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Nicely weighted ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well read, nice interception. Zanetti cuts it out. McAllister. Vinicius Junior. This is a promising build-up. And here's Reinders. Rashford tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Cambio.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, he's having a go! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.